This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, another big win for the University of Otago as almost $14 million is awarded for research. A New Zealand singer-songwriter returns from the States to tour with an album that's now 12 years old. And we'll find out how a healthy attitude towards food can assist with a healthy and happy life. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Dupree. $13.7 million has been awarded to University of Otago researchers from this year's Marsden Fund pool. 23 research projects will be funded from 14 different departments across the university. Subjects range from exploring the origins of New Zealand's pre-European musical instruments to studying massive undersea volcanic eruptions. The bulk of the requested funds went to researchers in science, engineering, maths and social sciences. $1.3 million went to the humanities department, split between the performing arts, history and philosophy departments. The funding for all 23 projects is designed to cover 3 years. And Mark Price spoke to one of the University of Otago's Marsden Fund recipients.
One of the recipients of a Marsden grant was University of Otago geologist Professor James White, who secured $885,000 to analyse the dust from the undersea Havra volcano in the Kermadec Islands, 800 kilometres north of Auckland in 2012.
It's the first time ever for a large eruption like this underwater that we've actually even known when one happened. So in this case we know when it happened and we knew where it happened.
The pumice from the volcano was first spotted and photographed by a tourist on board a flight to New Zealand. Since then, an American research ship has collected samples and mapped the fallout from the volcano 1.4 kilometres below the ocean surface. And now scientists like Professor White are working out what it all means.
My personal interest, and one of the things we want to know more about, is how does water affect volcanic eruptions? So this happens at a whole range of intensities and depths, and some of them are of interest for practical reasons. So magma interacting with water causes a sort of explosion that could make Auckland's volcanoes, for instance, much more dangerous. Now, that's not the phenomenon that went on here because we're almost a kilometre underwater, but the basic physics on that is linked. So if we can learn more about how magma and water interact at a kilometre depth, and we have some other places where we can look at half a kilometre and hundreds of meters, then we can put together the whole package to better understand the physics of this interaction. And that will ultimately have implications up here where we live. But the other part is simply that 3/4 of the world is underwater. Most volcanoes are underwater, and we just don't know that much about them. So it's exploration, it's learning about our planet.
Professor White's project is one of 23 at Otago receiving a Marsden Fund grant in this round. I'm Mark Price for the South Today.
New Zealand songwriter Greg Johnson lives most of the time in America, where he recorded the 2004 album Here Comes the Caviar. He's playing a handful of shows in New Zealand this month, beginning in Dunedin tonight at the Cook. The South Today caught up with him at the sound check.
Sauntering into the Cook. Greg Johnson has played his brand of melodic pop since coming to New Zealand-wide fame with the song Isabel in the early 1990s. In 1997, he won the APRA Silver Scroll Songwriting Award for the tune Liberty. Johnson's been based in Santa Monica since 2002 and begins a short New Zealand tour at the Cook tonight.
Well, we're guessing here, but I think it's probably close to 20 years since we were here. With the Exponents, I think was the last time we played, and maybe the only other time we played the Cook. It was a different beast then. It was, we were kind of imposters on the flying nun scene, I guess, at that point. And the pub was certainly not as beautiful as it is today.
He explains why he's touring his 2004 album, Here Comes the Caviar.
We decided it would be a fun thing to do, so the natural choice was the Caviar. Here Comes the Caviar, I think, because it's got the most known songs on it. They've got a lot of radio, 4 or 5 songs on that got lots of radio, so we thought, let's play that album front to back. And so that's what we're going to do in order. And Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's fun, actually. It's fun to play some songs we've never played before.
Greg Johnson's only Dunedin show on this tour is scheduled to begin around 8 o'clock this evening. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
If you think the only way to lose weight is to restrict what you eat, you may be mistaken, according to a local registered dietitian. The new belief around healthy nutrition and life relates to having a healthy attitude toward what you're eating, no matter what it is.
A meeting of minds. Good nutrition meets mindfulness. Speaking at Otago Access Radio with show host Dr. Kumari Valentine, registered dietitian Josephine Greer says people should get away from the idea of not eating certain foods.
Firstly, aim to enjoy your food. So if you go out to a restaurant, say, pick the thing on the menu that you want to eat, not the thing that you think is the healthiest to eat. And that just means that you're satisfied with the end of process of eating, we hope.
Greer says taking your time and relaxing while eating helps your body to process food. Both her and Dr. Valentine agree people have been told a lot of negative things around food. This is bad food, this is good food, and I have no self-control with food. Both women agree the messaging needs to change.
But what we know from the research that is starting to happen on mindful eating and the non-diet approach is that if you allow yourself to eat a full range of foods, there's actually less drive and compulsion, less using foods to soothe when you open up that world, give yourself permission to eat.
We have this message that we should be eating a particular way. We should be eating less, we should be doing this, and our approach to our eating is driven by these shoulds. So first we need to listen to our self-talk, and we can change our shoulds to coulds.
Dr. Valentine says it's up to people to reprogram their own self-talk and adopt a mindful approach to nutrition and life in general.
So how we eat is part and parcel of how we talk to each other, how we talk to ourselves, how we take care of ourselves. So I liked what Josephine said, that food is neither good nor bad. It is simply food. And so removing that judgment can really make a huge difference in how we start relating to food.
Both women agree people can acknowledge negative thoughts, accept them and redirect thoughts and feelings to what we're eating and to enjoy it. The pair were at the Otago Access Radio studio recording an episode of Kumari Valentine's show The Conscious Adventurer. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, we'll find out why animal heads were paraded through Dunedin's main street, and a 100-year-old man takes scammers to task.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell menswear, it fits.
Sunny chin. Neck, shoulder, back, sciatica, pain specialists. Innovative tools specifically designed to contour your grooves of depletion and excess muscle buildup.
Sunny chin, it works.
The 2016 Dunedin Relay for Life will be held on the 19th and 20th of November at Forsyth Bar Stadium. The event will be full of fun, entertainment and team spirit. The Relay for Life is a 24-hour event where you and your team take part in walking a track to support local people affected by cancer.
Hi there, my name's John Moyle and I am a cancer survivor. I had cancer 10 years ago and I'll be all clear in December this year, 10 years, so it's a great accomplishment. The Cancer Society did amazing work in Otago and I've met made some good friends and met some good people through that. Relay for Life is one of their major fundraisers for the year, and I stress it's really important people to get behind it. It's great fun, and since I've moved into Forsyth Bar, the weather's not an issue, So get amongst it, raise some money, get your friends and family, workmates together, and get down and support the Relay for Life, because the things that Cancer Society do for the people in Otago in the way of services, providing support for families and people going through cancer treatment. But we want to see you down there at Forsyth Bar, raising lots of money, having lots of fun, November this year.
Hi, I'm Nick. This is my third relay. We've had lots of fun fundraising for the Relay for Life this year. We've been doing cheese rolls with real onion. We've been selling raffles and have a quiz night coming up, which we're busy collecting prizes for that. We've had so much fun doing this in the past years. Can't wait to do it again. Hope to see you there.
It's not too late to join in the fun. Register now, relayforlife.org.nz.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274. Come one, come all to the Oamaru Victorian Heritage Celebrations, a year to reflect on the intriguing world of medicine in the Victorian era. 16th to the 20th of November, www.vhc.co.nz for more information.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Jaredor.
Welcome back. Will Invercargill become the new home of the Kingston Flyer? That prospect is being promoted by the Southern Steam Train Charitable Trust. Trust Chairman Lindsay Buckingham says it's modelling its proposal on Paikakariki's successful rail heritage operation. The 6-year project would involve restoring the Flyer's locomotives and carriages to mainline standard. It could run on a semi-regular basis to coincide with events in the region and could also be available for private hire. The Trust will outline its plans to the city at a meeting on Sunday. One of George Street's more unusual processions of recent times caught lunchtime crowds by surprise today. You might almost describe it as a stampede, with 5 magnificent handmade furry animal heads carried through Dunedin's main street on the shoulders of volunteers. The group galloped through a thunderstorm towards the Octagon.
No, it was lovely. It was awesome to kind of single file our whole way down and just, yeah, definitely dominate the street. And it was interesting, but yeah.
Comfortable to wear?
Yeah, they're very comfortable. They're fitted with a whole lot of, if you kind of look inside, a whole lot of padding and helmets and everything. So it's just like having a big bear hug.
The animal busts were created by Otago Polytechnic third-year School of Arts student Stephanie Cossins as a final year project. A new $6 million research and development dairying centre is to be established 15 kilometres north of Invercargill. Southern Dairy Hub Chairman Maurice Hardy says a 349-hectare farm at Makariwa will be converted to dairying this season. He says his organisation has spent more than 3 years on the project and was relieved to finally find a property within 30 minutes of Invercargill Airport. The farm will be New Zealand's first to include a commercial operation, a demonstration farm and a research facility on one site. A scammer tried and failed to fool 100-year-old Francis Hodgkins retirement village resident George Bullied this week. Bullied got a phone call from a man asking him for his bank account details, claiming he had $6,000 to deposit from Prime Minister John Key.
Yeah, I've had about 4 or 5 or 6 over a period. Oh yeah, they ask me all sorts of things really. I tell them I'm too old to be buggering about with them, but that usually turns them off.
Mr Bullied told the man his call was a waste of time because the Prime Minister was his mate and he already had his account details. Which is great stuff. After the break on the South today, we meet the ice skater who secured an opportunity that could have international results, and an 8-month resident finally leaves Dunedin.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules, Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Come one, come all to the Oamaru Victorian Heritage Celebrations, a year to reflect on the intriguing world of medicine in the Victorian era. 16th to the 20th of November, www.vhc.co.nz for more information.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
The 2016 Dunedin Relay for Life will be held on the 19th and 20th of November at Forsyth Bar Stadium. The event will be full of fun, entertainment and team spirit. The Relay for Life is a 24-hour event where you and your team take part in walking a track to support local people affected by cancer.
Hi there, my name's John Moyle and I am a cancer survivor. I had cancer 10 years ago and I'll be all clear in December this year, 10 years, so it's a great accomplishment. The Cancer Society did amazing work in Otago and I've made some good friends and met some good people through that. Relay for Life is one of their major fundraisers for the year, and I stress it's really important people to get behind it. It's great fun, and since I've moved into Forsyth Bar, the weather's not an issue. So get amongst it, raise some money, get your friends and family, workmates together and get down and support the Relay for Life, because the things that Cancer Society do for the people in Otago in the way of services, providing support for families and people going through cancer treatment. We want to see you down there at Forsyth Bar, raising lots of money, having lots of fun, November this year.
Hi, I'm Nick. This is my third relay. We've had lots of fun fundraising for the Relay for Life this year. We've been doing cheese rolls with real onion. We've been selling raffles and have a quiz night coming up, which we're busy collecting prizes for that. We've had so much fun doing this in the past years. Can't wait to do it again. Hope to see you there.
It's not too late to join in the fun. Register now, relayforlife.org.nz.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garrador.
Welcome back. A Dunedin ice skater has secured her place in the New Zealand squad travelling to the Australian National Championships. Caitlin Chamberlain's aim is to gain selection to compete while she's there, and it's an opportunity that could see her skating on an international circuit.
17-year-old figure skater Caitlin Chamberlain trains on the ice 15 hours a week, as well as completing high school study, and it's paid off. She's part of the New Zealand skating squad, heading to compete in the Australian National Championships at the end of the month, and she's been managing to balance her schoolwork with her daily training.
It helps that skating's before school, so I can kind of come to skating, do my training, go to school, then get after school either go to training or do my studies and finish my internals and whatnot. So it's a challenge, but it's worth it.
She's expecting 25 to 30 competitors in her junior grade, and she's confident her routine will help her stand out and impress the national selectors, giving her a chance to skate at a higher level.
Well, hopefully I plan to qualify for the New Zealand international squad, because at the recent New Zealand nationals I was only around 1.5-ish points off, so over there I hope to get that, and then from there I should be able to potentially qualify again to go over to some junior Grand Prix around the world.
Chamberlain has been skating since the age of 9 and says giving back to the sport has also been rewarding.
So I coach Kiwi Skate and I've also been helping out with a few other little ones and whatnot, which has been really good to see.
Her coach Grant Howie develops a skating program, choreographs her routines and manages her fitness. He says her selection is an incredible achievement.
She's been working for 2 years to get to Australian Nationals, and now that she finally has, we're going to see if we can step it up another notch and go to international selection.
Next year will be even busier for Chamberlain as she takes on university study, but for now she's concentrating on getting her routine just right. Dee Karen, for South Today.
The Italian Antarctic support vessel Italica left Dunedin early this morning. The vessel is used to supply the Italian Antarctic base by the Ross Sea and has been in the steamer basin for almost 8 months. The 130-metre ship has a crew of 8. It's not an icebreaker but has been modified to handle sea ice. The ship is sailing to Auckland, where it will spend a month in dry dock having repairs made to its hull. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Researchers at the University of Otago have received $13.7 million from this year's Marsden Fund pool. New Zealand singer-songwriter Greg Johnson is playing at the Cook in Dunedin as part of a short nationwide tour of a 2004 album. And 2 Dunedin health professionals have been swapping ideas and believe a healthy attitude to food helps a balanced life without food guilt. Well, it's time now to find out what's going to be inside the pages of Friday's Otago Daily Times, and Dave Cannon, aka Mr. Wash, is here to tell us. Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Is Greg Johnson on tonight?
He's on tonight.
We're working.
At the Cook. Oh, after work.
Right, okay. He's one of my favourites.
He'll probably just be getting going when you are ready to go home at
Probably.
9 or 10 or whatever it is. A late one.
No comment on that. Tomorrow's paper, we've got lots of news. There was just enough news to fill the paper. You'll notice that every day. Tomorrow we're looking at following up the eye patient schmozzle that's been going on down at the hospital. We've revelations this week of people sadly going blind because they haven't had their operations or their appointments. So we've got a bit of a follow-up story on that. We've got something on the Marsden Fund that you mentioned in your little piece there. We've got a piece, hopefully you're going to find out something about, someone's got some funding to research the Southland accent.
Really?
Roar,
that mysterious R sound.
Correct. So be good to find out what's called that, wouldn't it, after all this time? Probably too many Swedes, but you know. Do we go to Invercargill with this program?
Yes, we do.
Probably. Oh, that's the end of me, isn't it?
Expect a barrage of offensive emails.
We'll have a look at Guy Fawkes as well, another popular activity. The number of are you going to a bonfire? Do you know any bonfires?
Negative, no.
Apparently they're not as popular as they used to be, so we're following that up.
My cat's not enjoying the Guy Fawkes season
No,
either,
a lot of
which seemed to
animals
start last night.
awareness these days, isn't it, about Guy Fawkes? And also we've got some giant heads on the front page tomorrow, even bigger than mine apparently, which is saying something.
Is that the ferry ones that cruise down George Street today?
I couldn't possibly comment on that, but anyway, it's a nice photograph tomorrow. The Wash has a look at Baldwin Street toilets, or the lack thereof. It's a puzzling story, that one. It's been going on for an awful long time, and they don't seem to be any closer to solving it. So some of my readers have rung up today outraged. We'll say they're outraged anyway, probably busting to go to the toilet, they can't find. And we might have a look at also some more wonky polls.
Oh, good.
And we've also got plenty of barbecue still going. The homemade barbecues is proving very popular as well. So we've got more than enough to get in the column tomorrow. So that's it from me.
Fabulous. And
All
I'm
right.
really enjoying the homemade barbecues. The one in the car was pretty awesome.
Fantastic.
My brother made a couch out of the back end of a car.
The one from...
Some very clever people around.
They are. They're very clever. I find that. The one with the Mini towing it.
Yes.
We've tracked that down someone in Christchurch. We're trying to find out how he came to make all that as well too. So
very useful.
It's interesting information.
Absolutely. That's tomorrow's ODT. Thank you, Dave. Time now for tomorrow's weather.
This weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Manuka Honey.
Here is our southern view. It's taken of a time-lapse of a cloud formation that raced across Dunedin today. It dropped some pretty impressive showers from time to time. Well, today's cold southwest flow will ease. It will tend westerly tomorrow before tilting to a milder northwesterly flow on Saturday, and that's ahead of a cold front. Very busy weather at the moment. Westerlies with the risk of showers for Balclutha and the Catlins, both on 15 tomorrow. Some cloud with westerly winds for Gore and Lumsden, both on 14. Westerly winds with some cloud for Alexandra, Queenstown, Tianau and Wanaka tomorrow, highs of around 14 or 15 degrees. If you're heading to Oamaru tomorrow, you could expect easterly winds with the risk of showers. Same story for Timaru. Fine weather awaits in Marama with westerlies and a high of 15, and a fine day with very little wind for Twizel, 15 degrees there. And Dunedin tonight becoming fine with a low of 3. Tomorrow sunny at first, but cloud will increase. Showers or thunderstorms are possible in the afternoon. Sounds like a repeat of today, a high of 14. And on Saturday, fine and sunny, although high cloud will increase later on. Nor'east winds, a high of 17. And in Invercargill tonight, showers clearing with a low of 3. Sunny periods tomorrow, westerly winds, 14 degrees. And on Saturday, high cloud increasing with some rain developing at night. Nor'westers, 18 degrees. And that is news from around the south today. We will join you again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.